So yeah, I watched the show straight after Fastlane actually, and
Edge Christian.
yeah,
Yeah.
I struggled.
Oh my god, I was watching it with my girlfriend. I'm like, these guys are great, Edge and Christian. Like, I grew up with these guys. They're
Yeah,
great. I like the original New Day, and I'm just like, wow, this is terrible.
yeah,
Like, I was trying to like force out a chuckle just because of who they are. And I'm just like, I can't. Like, this is a bad show. If this is a show, it's bad.
mm-hmm.
It's like you're trying to take the whole route of, oh, we're doing skits. Look, we're here in front of you guys, speaking to you, and then we're gonna go cut to a skit. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you guys were Key and Peele.
Exactly. I think I didn't. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, is Edge? You know, surely Edge has got some acting stuff that he can be doing instead of this.
Yeah.
Unless they filmed
Edge,
them all
Edge
in like one
recently,
day.
Edge recently, maybe 2 months ago, he was on The Flash
Was it?
on the CW. He was one of the villains.
Oh,
So he went from that to a WWE Network original, and it to me it was just like I said, I have to force out chuckles.
yeah. And it's like, I wonder who's writing it. Is it them or is it someone writing it for them?
Yeah, I should have checked.
Because it just doesn't work at all. So I'm
Sorry,
not.
someone's at my door. I don't know, man. It's what are we supposed to compare it to? Other
Um,
TV shows or WWE originals
yeah,
series?
that's what I thought. I was like, in the UK, we don't really have anything like that. We don't have anything that sort of mixes presenting with, skits. It's more just either all skits or all presenting. I guess that's kind of more like Saturday Night Live over there, whereas
Yeah.
we don't really have that. If we've got guys doing skits, then that's the whole show. Is like starts with the skit, ends
Oh.
with the skit.
Yeah, like
Um,
Mad TV.
yeah, it's like I don't know if you're familiar with the Tracy Ullman show that you guys had, but now we've got it. It's like she's doing it for our country only.
Oh wow.
And it's basically just her doing like characters throughout the whole thing. But yeah, this has just got this weird mishmash of. But I mean, what's this weird sort of set that they're in? It's like a bar.
Yeah.
Um,
And
so
aren't they both like in their 40s?
yeah,
And they're doing like comedy for 25-year-olds.
sophomore. I feel like
Not
it's,
even 25-year-olds, man. I'm 25, 24. Did nothing for me.
I'll
They're
tell
doing
you.
comedy for 12-year-olds.
I
What do they
think.
think? 12-year-olds are ordering the network?
Well, you see, I actually don't think that's the case at all. People have been saying that, oh, it's aimed at the wrong audience. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter what audience you're aiming at. If it's just simply not funny, then it's
Yeah.
not going to work. So I reckon it was aimed at sort of our age range, but it just wasn't funny, so that's why it didn't work.
True that. Because,
You know.
Daniel Tosh is like 43, and I can find him funny.
Exactly. If you're funny, you're funny. And the
Yeah.
thing is, Agent Christian are funny, but in a certain environment. They were funny in the ring, cutting promos.
True.
They were funny.
You give people a lot of slack. A lot of flack for when they're cutting. It's like if the New Day did a show right now, just like the Edge and Christian show, where they're just sitting there saying booty O's and this
Yeah.
and that, I probably wouldn't like it.
No. It's
Because
because
I like the New Day because they take me out of everything that's bad on the show.
and it's the
Breath of fresh
interaction
air.
with the live crowd. It's the
Yeah.
how the fans react to that. That's how it works. But if you're just doing it in a studio and it was weirdly silent, there was no studio audience or anything, so it's just this silence of these two guys, and because it's silent and they're telling jokes, it makes you sort of turn against them because they're getting self gratification from these awful jokes that they're telling. And it's
True.
like, well, the only people you're entertaining right now are yourselves. So I'm just like, man, this is turning me off big time.
Honestly,
So-
they did have one segment I liked. It was the when they were like doing the voiceover for that movie with all the wrestlers on the beach. That one
Yes,
was pretty funny.
yeah,
that was
was-
about it.
That was pretty funny. I thought that was okay. Again, though, I feel like they could have done more with that, and they just sort of it was just weird. Some of
Mhm.
it. So yeah,
Did you watch the second episode? Because I still haven't seen that one.
no man, I don't
It's
know if
funny.
I'll bother
Yeah,
watching any of them now.
yeah. Sorry about that, guys, but
Love you,
first
man.
impressions are everything.
Yep, love Edge, love Christian, love your work as professional wrestlers. As comedians, you
Not so
know,
much.
not so much.
Yeah. I mean, I
So
never thought Christian was that funny of a guy.
no, he was always. I remember Austin used to call him the creepy little bastard, and that worked quite well when Vince and that. I did like. I thought it
Oh,
had potential when Vince came out of his office
yeah, I was just
and
about to say that.
like say was
Like,
all
don't
like,
you read the internet? I don't like
I
you.
don't like you exactly.
I hate you.
But you were like, legitimately seems like a little bit of truth there.
Oh yeah, I
S-
loved that one too. Yeah, so two good segments.
Too good say
Even though that segment sucked when they whipped out the
that
remote control
made
and all
no
that, it just
sense.
sucked.
Made absolutely no sense.
Yeah, it
Um.
just sucked.
Anyway, so and it's like if Vince McMahon had a universal remote control, right, and they were playing with it, tapping away. I'm pretty sure if it's knowing Vince McMahon that the first thing that's going to pop up there is a hot woman in her underwear.
Oh
Not
yeah,
not a guy on a unicycle. All right, I'm just putting that out there. You know,
maybe they were just trying to like pander to the internet fans with that.
pandering to the.
Like there's just a bunch of dumb shit going through this guy's head.
It
You know,
was just awful. It really
because if
was.
his finger's on the pulse and that remote is a metaphor for the pulse, uh, what we want is
Dude, I feel like you're
wrestling,
giving
and what we're getting is that.
you are giving the show way too much credit.
Yeah, I really am.
You're giving the writers
They're
way
not
too
sitting
much.
there shooting on themselves.
No, no.